Hello, welcome back to a third episode of Mama's Cooking Podcast. Y'all know me, my name is Kenya, and we have a lot to discuss. First, starting with a viral post about Ashanti. I mean, when does this girl not go viral? And then after that, we're going to talk a little bit into thought culture, decline, rise. We'll see where that goes. And then after that, we have a nice questionnaire, and then our Something We Gotta Tell You segment where one of us will share something positive about our lives. But right now, we have a special guest on our show coming from my favorite place, which is Harlem, the only borough that actually matters. I'm sorry. Kicking it to you. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Dule, and I'm from Harlem. I was born and raised on the west side. Yeah, is the best part. The
Come
west
on.
side is the best side.
That's right.
I don't
Yeah.
really.
Okay.
I ain't gonna violate the east side.
I'm about to say, don't do me like
I'm just saying,
that.
the west side is the best side. Like
It's-
see a
it's-
lot of stuff. No, it's just the best. Like the vibes, the culture, everybody's just
Original Black Utopia.
Yeah, original. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Hey, what's good, y'all? My name is Howard. Y'all know me as Banks, and I'm back on again.
Welcome back,
Welcome back,
Banks.
Howard.
it's been a minute. We missed you.
I haven't
miss
been
y'all
with
too.
Howard
I
yet.
know. Finally.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kadira, and thanks for having me back.
Yes. We have a lot to discuss, and you're going to kick off the first topic for us.
Yes. So a viral post went around on Facebook of Ashanti. Basically, people was like, she's 42 with no children, not married, right? And how do y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel like there's a time limit on when somebody should have children, get married, and all of that, or is she okay the way that she is?
I mean, like, if you're doing a lot of stuff in the industry and you are interacting with other people and other guys and you still haven't found your lover yet, then you're doing something wrong because how you 45 and you
45, he rounded up.
He rounded up, right? Like, I thought we said 42.
Oh, yeah.
42.
Yeah, like how you 42 and you just in and out of relationships and you're not only
Ain't
sticking
you
into
not?
one.
But is
I'm
she
dating
was
Nelly,
she was she
though.
I
in and
heard-
out of relationships though?
No,
We
I
only
don't
heard her
know.
really with Nelly.
Not me.
Other than
That's
that,
what I
she
thought
keeps it very
And
low.
I saw her holding his hand recently again.
She was dancing with him on the stage the other. I just saw that.
At this point, just tie the knot, because neither one of y'all really found.
Nelly too ratchet for her. He's too
But
ratchet for her.
I
Right.
mean, like what he said, if she happy with not being married and
But isn't it on the man
No
to
kids,
make that
that's-
step anyway? So what if a
No,
man just
that's
never
true.
proposed to her?
But she
That is
maybe
true.
she's not proposal worthy. Like
What? Do you see Ashanti?
just because she Ashanti, she look good don't mean
I-
like yo, I
you
should
don't know
marry
her personally, is what you're
Right.
saying
She
in the
could be
real
a-
world.
Most toxic girl in the world. Like
Truth.
Ashanti don't give toxic vibes.
She gives
yo, those be the
unbothered.
ones that get
Yeah,
me
yeah,
She
toxic.
gives
yeah.
unbothered
Yeah, like, she
vibes.
don't
I
like-
don't see toxic
I
from
mean,
Ashanti,
I would
but
hope she have some.
but
Her
this,
time running out, like Kevin Simmons just said.
Yeah,
but
that's
this is
fine.
but this is my thing though. My thing that kills me is it's like it feels like women can't ever do anything right. 1 minute, if we don't have children, we're prioritizing our self-career, whatever. It's looked at as, oh, something must be wrong with her. But if we had a bunch of kids, or we were somebody's baby mama, and or if we just jumped and just got married to this one, got married to that one, got married to this one, like J-Lo, all of a sudden something's wrong with us then. So it's like, I'm so confused as a woman. Why is it that
That's why you just gotta
we
do
just can't ever just be like, this is right? Because to me, like what you said, she's
Yeah.
been in the industry since what, 20? 19,
Industry
20?
for a minute.
So
Yeah.
if you're in the industry, I think all of her 20s was gone touring.
Yeah.
So if you're touring and maybe it was never the right time to have a baby, but I mean, she also was with Nelly on and off for a while. So
she
maybe
could also be infertile. Like nobody knows
That
her
too,
situation.
Word. That too. That's true.
So
wait, wasn't there? I forgot. There was a celebrity that actually revealed. It's a known celebrity that actually revealed that they couldn't have kids, and then here they are, keep asking her about kids. Can't remember, but you also got to take that into account too. But it's just,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel I don't understand
Like,
why we can't ever do anything right. Even with Ciara, why is that not right that she's with Russell? People are giving her shit about that. Would y'all rather her
Nah, I
stay
don't-
with Future?
Wait, I have a question for y'all. So y'all said because she's 42 and she's alone, something's wrong with her. So if it was a man that was 42,
Shamar Moore went
No
years.
kids.
I ain't
It's
saying nothing
'cause-
wrong with her now.
No, you didn't. You just said
it's
you don't
'cause,
know.
Like when you look at a female, like a female is they age faster, like is than men. Like
Mentally, you're saying.
yeah, and like you don't look the same as that you looked as when you were younger. And it's like when you reach like a certain point, like there's no man gonna want to deal with you or want to be with you. It's because like
They
it's,
also
it's because women start making something kids like at a certain age. So it's
It
like,
becomes
exactly,
difficult.
They
Yeah.
start making kids where we can make kids at
Yeah, we can
70.
make kids.
No,
be
but
70,
see, that's
so-
the thing. That's the wrong thing because people fail to realize is sperm. The older the sperm gets, the more likely your kids are gonna have like Down syndrome, a lot of
That part.
autistic issues.
It's not fresh
And
sperm.
For
I
men
don't think
specifically,
that's true.
after 37 is
think
more
that's
likely
true.
for your kids to have issues, like when you release that old sperm. So y'all
I
got
don't
a
think
time
that's
clock
true.
too. Y'all got
Honestly,
a time.
there
I think
is there.
if you healthy, you take care of yourself. 'Cause
Yeah.
my pops,
But let's be
his
real. How
mom-
many
his
people
old
are
behind
healthy?
had a kid.
But it's the
and-
same with eggs. Women, we could literally extract our eggs from our body and birth those children as long as we freeze them. So it's like it's a time clock for both male and female that people don't understand.
I think
feel like-
everybody got to take into account there is something to be said about the fresh batch on both parts. I'm just saying, I don't think just because a man could have children up until 70, whatever, doesn't mean those are fresh sperm. I mean, those might have been sitting for a while.
Yo, them kids.
And I'm just saying, I don't mean that it's
Crazy.
fresh. It don't mean that those
It's
are like
not
the
gonna
best.
be potent.
It ain't gonna be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What y'all mean? If
I
this
don't
dude
know.
is healthy and
No,
I don't
it's
know,
not gonna
but-
be
He said
potent enough.
I know. I'm just saying I don't know. But all I'm
Yeah.
saying is like what she said. The point is when it's a male, Shamar Moore, so many other
I didn't
people went
realize that.
years without ever getting married, and yet that's okay. But what if a woman like Tracy Ellis Ross, she still catches the same question: why aren't you married? Why didn't you have kids? This is
Because
Tracy
the real
Ellis
thing is
Ross.
because marriage is really a woman thing. Like men, what do we benefit out of marriage?
Oh, you wasn't here for the
Think
last
about it.
conversation.
Ooh.
We don't do.
What if
we
you in the
wasn't.
hospital and the doctors need a proxy to get to the next step? They're not gonna ask your parents. Like, let's say your parents are gone. Like,
Mhm.
they're gonna look for a wife, and if you don't have any children, there's nobody to ask. Like, you need a wife.
I'm sorry. I grew up in a family where I see a bunch of marriages, and I would
Yeah.
say a lot of the men are very thankful for the women they have in their lives, for the
Yeah.
day to day, the
And
daily,
lineage.
to have
I
a
got a
partner
couple of
to
friends that's
split the
married, too,
tasks and to come home. A lot of men who are in healthy relationships with women. And know how to also be healthy themselves when they come home, especially black men, when they come home from the burden of the day and they could cuddle with their wife.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that
there's
is
nothing
something
wrong-
that
I
you
get
want
that.
to
That
come
is-
home to.
That's true.
And also, if you have a good partnership
It's a
and
peace
you
and
know
quiet.
maybe she is the cook, but then you're going to assist in the kitchen by helping her carry the pots and things like that.
Fact, yeah.
That synergy in a household really does sustain longer life.
Now that's
Yeah.
true.
So for
You'll be
men
single
to say
forever.
that they don't
For
see
me,
the,
I'm
just
just
saying,
single
for-
until I find a woman that's
give you peace, and that's fair. So
man, they
why
be
is
too
it a
much
problem
drama,
if for like
and
we
then
don't,
women don't even know what some of them don't even know what
Nah,
they want.
it's because
they be
like, as I don't think like people want to come at women. It's just like as a woman, y'all held like it's like a certain standard. Y'all held like it's like a certain like a degree is than men, and like y'all like is more mature than men. So it's like it's when a woman do bad, it's like the whole world is against her. But when a man do it, it's like oh he's just a man.
Poor baby.
Yeah. So it's just like that. So it's just like it's not that like everybody is bashing Ashanti. It's just like you are a woman. Like you are supposed to get married and you're supposed to have kids.
in society
Yeah,
standards,
society.
in society standards, she is a beautiful woman, beautiful career.
Yeah.
Why don't she have
Why she
children?
has children,
Why
right.
has no man ever felt like they could scoop her up? Is what y'all are saying?
Yeah.
Is there something wrong with you? But I just feel I just can't stand that messaging. No,
Yeah, I'll say this. I feel like, people have to take into consideration that she might be infertile again. And also, I will agree that women are sometimes a little too choosy and then they end up single. Like, so maybe it could be
They
a
be
thing of
wanting-
her being infertile and
maybe
Or
we're not
maybe-
wishing that.
or she maybe maybe she has not been proposed to before, or maybe she has been too choosy, and now she's in a situation where she doubling back on somebody that is super ratchet.
Hold on, wait a minute. Who said something about a time clock? You trying to say her time clock was out?
It's running out.
What did you say? Like Kevin Samuels said. What age did he say the time clock was?
He said it's like what 30,
Yeah.
30,
35,
right? And it's true. Like
after 35, we're no good.
Like I start being a little not like yes.
Like you don't look the same as that you was like. As like
your fertility is a little bit lower now.
Like 20.
Trying to say I don't bring a lot to the table.
Nah,
yeah, I feel like
your fertility might be lower. It's just.
I feel like it's the same for both male and female. After 35, like y'all really don't
y'all
look
do
as
act
good. Like we gotta make it.
No.
Hold on, don't get me started. Because
Oh.
listen, black women, we really look good as hell
I give
forever.
that. Yes,
y'all,
I get that.
And there's more attractive black women than there are men. Period. Like, I'm sorry.
And
like,
I'm about to
agree
wait.
with that part
So
anyways.
she insisted I'm about the alley-oop
agree.
because this is my thing. What I can't stand is when men be like, "Oh, y'all not presented after 35." Some of y'all be balding,
skin don't be skin be like,
and then y'all act as if women's sex drive doesn't increase after 30 while y'all's decline after 20. What, 8?
28.
Yes, average male sex.
Average
male, y'all start declining. Y'all don't rise anymore. I think y'all peak is between 20 and 27.
No.
So no. Listen, I'm not trying to be in y'all bedroom. I'm not trying to be in y'all bedroom. But what I'm simply saying is I can't stand this narrative of like it's only women that don't bring. Y'all
I don't
after
like
35,
That's true.
y'all get some of y'all get fat. Y'all don't have no stamina.
bellies.
That's true.
All of a sudden you gotta go to bed by 8. All of this
all
stuff.
of a sudden your knees hurt. You can't stand up for
So
too long.
why y'all acting as if y'all just got the fountain of youth? Y'all walk. Some of you men walk around like y'all are Morris Chestnut and don't age, or The Rock. You don't go to the gym either. So why is it that as women, because our egg count?
And we're born with 2 million eggs, bro. Like we got plenty of eggs.
Unlimited sperm.
We got plenty of eggs.
Y'all do, but the fact that this is the only thing y'all say about women is the fact that after 35, all right, but I still got a head full of hair. I still look good as shit. I am 31, and I don't. Me personally, I'm 31.
Black don't crack.
We don't crack. But some of you men definitely, y'all, it's in the bones. It's in the bones.
I mean, it's just all about your health.
How often do y'all go to the gym?
I work at my house, but I do go to the gym here and there.
In the park.
And how old are you?
Calisthenics. I'm 20.
Oh, you got time. So that's why he talking that crap, because his potency is still high. All I'm saying is,
what you trying to say?
I don't know how. I'm joking.
I'm like, what you trying to say?
I don't know how. But all I'm saying is he got a long time before this conversation affects him.
I feel like I got a long time. What you mean?
I'm not in your bedroom, but what I'm saying is the average male. I'm just saying average male. Y'all got to stop acting as if
40 million.
I don't like the narrative. I feel like
we're both getting old.
Both male
we're
and
both
women
getting old.
are getting old. And what I will agree with is that we have to pick we have to set a limit, both male and women, on when we're going to settle down. It's not unlimited for men.
If you want that.
If you want that. It's not unlimited for men, and it's not unlimited for women at all.
So
there's an age.
What's the age limit to settle down? Because some would say you should start looking for your husband, wife when you're in your 20s.
I feel like it's not an age limit. It's more about what you personally want. And I think what we should be encouraging with, so me and you, we're in our 30s. I think with the younger generation, we need to start 20s, have your fun. But during that time, you should think about maybe whether or not you might want to be married.
But some people agree with that and some people don't, because then you have fun in your 20s, in your 30s. Now you're like rushing, like, oh shit, I'm getting older.
That's because I didn't have that.
I don't think.
Whereas you just look for the person while you're in your 20s while having your fun. And then if you find somebody that's worth,
basically,
then you stop what you're doing and to be.
Hopefully you can stop.
I mean,
I don't believe you. Me personally, I don't believe you immediately stop when you find a person. I feel like there has to be work within self. I think there has to be work within self where you realize this is what you want in the first place.
If that's what you want, that's one. You got to want it.
Yeah, you have to want it.
If that person that you're with or you dealing with wants the same thing, and you could, the chemistry is right, it will work out.
Because I also feel like
just keep your options open. Like you gotta just.
No,
I don't agree with.
I don't think it's about options open. I think you have to do some sort of. Me personally, I feel like you have to do some sort of self realization of, do you
It
want
starts
this
with you
path?
first.
You have to figure
It
out
do
what
start with
path
you
you may
first.
want at that
Yeah.
moment in your life and be okay with that path.
It's a fact.
So I think you could change it, but I think you have to ask yourself, do you want kids? That's a big question. Some people don't.
Yeah, some
And
people
if you don't want them, then that's fair. Like Tracy Ellis Ross, she's happy being single and unmarried with no kids because this is what she wanted.
I don't believe her.
You don't believe her?
No.
Oh no. I
don't
love
believe her.
Tracy.
I love her too, but I don't believe her. I think people start to act like that's what they want when
Because it never happened.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I don't believe her.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, that's fair.
Mhm.
But I guess I'm gonna use her as an example if that's what she truly believes.
Right.
There are people out there, maybe she's just a good name to reference, that don't want marriage and don't want children and don't want that thing. And I feel like they probably knew that at some point in their life. So if that's what you don't want, then you live your best life. But if you want marriage, then you kind of have to, I think you have to
move
yourself
like
to
a
be
husband
somebody
or
to be
a
married.
wife.
Or
you got to start acting.
You got to
that way,
start acting like
moving
you
that way,
want
like
to
you
be
wanna
married. It's
exactly.
kind of like the conversation we had
Exactly.
I
last
agree
time.
with that. And that's why I say she probably not moving like that, because look who she's going with. Ratchet Nelly.
What
Like,
the- she's
You
Ratchet
really
Nelly.
why you
Why you don't like
She don't
Nelly?
like
I thought
Nelly.
Nelly
She's like,
calmed
ugh.
down over the years,
She's
no?
like, no.
did y'all see?
Yeah,
I
she don't
saw
like
him
Nelly.
on the Versus.
I did. He was a little hoarse.
Very
Was he
ratchet.
drunk?
He's a very ratchet.
Allegedly? Was he
He was
drunk?
he was just,
I don't know, but he didn't look too good.
I thought he looked like he didn't age either, though.
No,
He don't look like he aged at all.
He
neither.
just look his something not rap too tight.
You just don't feel
Yeah.
like, because also Nelly's never been married. Why we not hearing this crap?
But see, that's my thing. Like, why?
Nelly done had girls.
Yeah, but why y'all ain't pick each other? I don't know. Why y'all didn't pick each other?
You men don't hold each other
20
to a
years
good
ago.
standard either.
What?
Because what I don't understand is, how does some of these male futures out here breaking homes
That's
and
a
don't
good point.
nobody say a damn thing?
I knew you was
But
gonna bring that up.
Ashanti want to sit there and not be married and she mind her own damn business, and there's a viral post about her. That don't make no sense.
I think that's a good point, because when you really think about it, right? You guys said that you feel like it's because it's something she did wrong, but at the end of the day, men have to want to make that step to propose at the end of the day.
Yeah,
And
but-
y'all
yeah,
don't hold
true.
yourselves accountable
Of
to be
course.
like, bro, why you ain't married her?
Yo,
You
she's a
really
good
don't
girl.
care.
true.
So y'all,
Because some
you know,
females
But
be
the
scared
woman
of
has
marriage.
to like it's levels to everything. It's like, okay, if I'm talking to you and we talking, like you gotta make me want to make you my girlfriend. That's one. Like you can't just say, okay,
I'm not
let's be just
auditioning.
girlfriend.
We have to make each other want to be each other's partner.
Same way if you
But go
talking
ahead,
to
I'm
a
gonna let you
guy,
finish.
you're not just gonna say, oh, he's my boyfriend. Like you just gotta
No.
you gotta be like, okay, why should I make you my boyfriend?
That's
you know what
fair.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same as how I look at it with a girl. Like, why should I make you my girlfriend? And now we get to a girlfriend stage and boyfriend stage. Now, why should I marry you? Like,
but we're talking about
It's levels to
accountability,
this.
right? Like, if you see your homeboy with a girl for like 10 years, y'all, you know they're good together.
I never hear
As
men
a
have
bro,
these conversations.
why you ain't propose?
Guys do that.
So let me
guys
hear
do
about-
that. I did it to
Y'all
my
got
brother
some
before he married
stories?
his girlfriend.
You got a story?
Yeah, my brother was with his high school sweetheart for what? 12 years, if I'm not mistaken. My bad if I messed up the years. But yeah, he just married her like last year.
I just feel like, where's the accountability on men saying, yo, stop having kids? Where is that? Like, where is that conversation? Y'all are too
Well-
busy in our uterus. Why don't y'all monitor your boy's dick? And be like, yo, you out here populating the earth. You're out here not living right. I don't want to be, where's the men that be like, I don't want to be associated with this type of man in my circle? Y'all sit
We
there and
do
still
do that.
keep
Like
them
we don't
around.
mess with deadbeats. Like we don't associate
Yeah,
with
I don't-
deadbeats.
But why I gotta just
Because
be
we know if you
deadbeats?
can't take care of your
Where
kid
are the
child,
cheat-
then
what
you-
about the
it's like, you ain't
cheaters?
gonna give a fuck about
Cheaters.
What
it.
about the cheaters? The men who cheat habitually
That's
on their
his
girlfriend?
business.
No,
But see,
where's
that's what
the
I'm saying.
accountability?
How do y'all
Where's
expect a
accountability?
girl to get married when y'all are not holding yourselves
We hold
accountable
each other to that,
to be
but
able
friends,
to find
girls,
somebody
well, I
to
know
be
I-
married?
my
Some
friends
women
do.
be telling girls, have fun, do what you gotta do.
Well,
but we
in my circle, I know
No.
for a fact I
I
would not
dated this
condone
girl.
cheating.
Her mother told the girl that I was dating, like, yo, you young, you need to explore. I'm like,
But we
What
still
the
talk about
fuck?
marriage. We still have conversations where it's like, oh, when you find the one, lock it in because there's not too many good ones out
Yeah.
there.
it really ain't too many.
That
I
is-
mean,
that is
if
the-
you are talking to
That's a
somebody,
fact.
you're supposed to bring marriage up in every conversation. You're supposed to bring marriage up. It's because if you're gonna be with somebody, it's for 5-6 years and still have that
After 5-6 years,
yeah.
it should be
and
talking
still have that
marriage now.
girlfriend and boyfriend title. It's like it's just like what are we
What are we
We should be
doing?
leveling
Yeah.
up now.
It's
like,
mad
yeah, it's
stagnant around here.
we
But
just
then I
staying
guess it goes to
stagnant.
accountability. Like, one, knowing if that's what you want. Two, then dating with a purpose. if that is what you want,
You should
because
deal
you
with
should be
this.
seeking. If you're saying you know you want marriage, you're saying you know you want kids, you know you want that, you reach that conclusion for yourself, then to date somebody who says, I don't know, it's like, all right, no.
Nah, you
We
shouldn't
got to
date
clear that
person,
out.
right.
We got to clear that out. But some girls and some guys be sticking
They
around.
be naive to the
sticking
situation.
around.
Right.
Oh, maybe I could do this. Maybe I could have his kid. Maybe I could get her pregnant. And
Or
that
maybe
could
I
be
could trap
a
him.
fake marriage or something like that. But then you didn't hold true to that standard for either party. But also, I think the circle you keep helps too. Going back to friends, I don't know Ashanti's friend group. I don't know Future's friend group. But I would like to believe somebody is telling this man or Nick Cannon, it is time for a vasectomy. Something, it is like, this is too much, you know? But I just feel there needs to be the same way Ashanti is catching heat. I want more men to speak up about the men in their, who is the representatives of especially black men. This is not okay.
We do.
Yeah,
It depends on how close you are with that person too. Like obviously, if he not circle, we gonna talk some real shit. Like, yo,
some people can't take heat.
Then get out the kitchen. If you can't take heat for me as a friend, then I don't know how we gonna be
friends, right?
Friends, because I'm being a friend.
Yeah.
Being a friend doesn't mean I agree with everything. Just like you wouldn't agree with everything with me.
It's a fact.
Yeah. But I don't know. We wish you luck, Ashanti.
Fact.
I secretly do like you and Nelly. Sorry,
don't.
Kadira.
I mean, I guess if they happy, do what you got to do.
I mean, at this point, like, y'all both almost 50.
Right? Like,
now I don't want to be that. Getting married could be old. I don't want that. That's at that point you're looking for a deaf mate, like Kevin Hart said. I don't want a deaf mate.
You're just settling for anything now.
Yeah, it's kind of like settling. Like,
yeah, and that's the. You
I don't
can't
want
wait
that
till
for
you're
her.
too old because that's when you start settling.
Yeah. All right. Well, who got the next one?
I think that's me. So
bring it to us, Banks.
Do y'all believe like sex sells more than talent? Because I see good girls like Hailey Bailey, who is recreating her brand into like a sex symbol. Chloe?
I was gonna say I don't remember Hailey being the one.
No, it was
It's
Chloe.
It's Chloe.
Chloe's the one.
Yeah.
My bad, Hailey. Chloe. We talking about you, Chloe.
No, you're not gonna put this on Little Mermaid.
Yeah, so she's recreating her little brand for this sex symbol type of. But sex do sells. That's just my point of view. In this society, it does.
I feel like sex always sold, right? But I feel like it had to be authentic. And I think back in the day, I think we talked about this before in our chat or whatever. Back in the day, there used to be that cute little in-between group that will be old enough where I used to say they were old enough for older men to not feel guilty about fantasizing about them. But they were young enough where it kind of played into that teen, you know, they could be marketable like a Destiny's Child. When Destiny's Child first came out with the four of them, they were like, what, 16, 17? Well, they wasn't old enough for older men to fantasize about, but they dressed them up. But all I'm saying is they were like a cute group where I was allowed to listen to them at my young age, but they were also transferable enough where adults rocked with them.
Yeah.
So when you heard Bugaboo and all of that stuff in the club, it played. But it also was good for, that's what I pictured for them. So when I see her doing the stuff she's doing now, I'm kind of confused.
Like I said, she's trying to sell. So
I don't know. I'm just like,
show her body.
I saw Swarm. I saw the scene. It didn't hit for me. Well, it wasn't, first of all, overhyped the issue with Chloe with that. It was like, what, 2 minutes? But her doing this sex scene, I could see why it's kind of like, it's like me watching Hannah Montana do a sex scene. It's kind of like, oh, little girl. It don't hit right with you. It's just different with her.
Montana, though?
No, you know, that's how I liken that group. Like with her and her sister, that's how I paired them. I've kind of paired, and maybe that's my own projection onto them. I paired them.
Seen them when they was little,
and then it's like to see.
Yeah.
I feel like it wasn't as fluid of a transition like a Raven Simone, like a Hannah Montana, like those kids that turned into Britney Spears. Technically, she was on a Mickey Mouse House Club, and then it was like an evolution there. Yeah. I don't feel like the flow. It just was like 1 minute they're cute, do it, and the next thing you know, she's doing a sex scene where she's bent over on Swarm. It felt too abrupt for me, and then these little You make me feel like it kind of looked cringy. It just was like, wait, what's going on here?
I think it's kind of hard to judge because Chloe wasn't as popular as those younger people that you just mentioned, like
Yeah.
Raven and stuff. Like, at least from what I know, she just popped up. Like, I saw her in
sister, yeah.
what's that movie with Beyonce? Dang, I forgot. I saw her there when she was a little girl, and then she just popped up. So I don't think she was famous all the way through.
No.
So that's why it kind of feels like abrupt, because she was around, but she wasn't like popular like those girls like Raven and Hannah Montana throughout. I think she came out as a group, and then she just transitioned into like a single artist. But I don't know. I think sex sells for sure. So that's probably what. And she has a nice body and
But
stuff.
it didn't sell for her though. Because how many copies did she sell?
10K copies.
That's it? And you had Beyonce as your manager?
But I don't think it was because of her voice or because of her image. I just think she's not well known enough. Like, she didn't give herself time to really plant herself in the industry. She kind of moved too fast by separating away from her sister.
They should have stayed together longer.
Yeah, they should have stayed together for sure.
I don't really know her like that. So
right, that's what I'm saying.
The two twins.
Don't know her.
Yeah,
like
see,
that.
yeah, and the funny thing is,
like
I think they missed the window of opportunity when it came to marketing something so unique. You had, they're twins, right? Or
no, they're like 2 years apart.
That's just what they... Yeah, I guess, whatever,
like
dress them up like that.
Yeah.
So it's like you got these two beautiful sisters with soulful ass voices that could give you good R&B for once. And they were known enough just off the hype of them being signed by Beyonce. Mm-hmm. So you were known enough where maybe if I was Beyonce, I would have said maybe we could do a fake little mini Destiny's Child, something. Because there's that preteen era group is no longer around. I don't see what kids could cling to. I don't see what, like, back then we used to have Bow Wow, Romeo, Sammy, all of these little...
The old Destiny Child,
old Destiny Child, TLC was another group that played well for both. Backstreet Boys, B2K, bum. We had something that kept us youthful.
The youth is with the drill now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And what happened?
She didn't give herself enough time to really plant herself. She just went from, I'm famous and I'm signed to Beyonce, to now I'm doing features with Chris Brown. It's like, we really don't know you.
I don't know you. And then on top of that booty's so big, that song, Lord. And it's like, wait, what? Wait, hold up. I just felt like, how did we...
I actually like that song.
I like the song, but it just I felt like what you said, ride that wave with your sister for a little longer, establish a group, give us, once again, R&B is not the same.
Nah.
Their voices were so beautiful. I thought they could have gave us good love songs again.
I just think marketing too for R&B is down.
What happened?
It's not even just R&B not the same, because there's a lot of R&B singers that's fire.
But it's not being pushed.
Nice. Well, it's not being pushed like how it used to be. It's like, I think they need their own, it's when they collaborate with R&B, hip-hop and R&B.
Yeah, I hate that they put them together.
That's when it messed up, because in the 2000s, R&B was hitting until it got to the early 2000s. You start seeing the drop off on R&B. You really paid attention. Like 9, 10, 11, 12. It was kind of shot.
I'll also say she's probably not marketable, because think about Beyonce. Beyonce is like that girl, right? But she hasn't really marketed her stuff well.
No.
Her brands, Darion, and...
It's just Beyonce.
It's just
Ivy Park is no longer...
Like, so it's probably hard for her to really figure out how to plant them. And
because I don't know. Sometimes, I'm say something blasphemous. Beyonce is an amazing artist, and her team is amazing. I don't know if her as an individual, like you said, know what to really do. Because it just shows anytime she tries to do like a project other than music, it just, and nobody talks about it enough, and I don't want to get us canceled. I don't want to get us canceled. I'll be scared.
But no, it's true though. Like, she doesn't market other things properly. Like, I didn't even know, people used to say they were signed to her. I didn't believe it, because I didn't know like Beyonce had something like that.
I didn't know either.
I didn't know that
she has a label, right?
No, I didn't know she had a label.
Isn't it Ivy Park?
I didn't even know
no,
she had a
it's not
label.
Park something. I don't know. Maybe shut up.
I feel
we don't know.
That's what I'm saying. So they missed the bag, because they were on Grownish, and that was that wave
that was cute.
Yeah, like,
and Grownish is that good in between show.
Yeah, it's Grownish. Like, but then. I don't know. I don't think she's doing too much, though. I like Chloe. She's a grown adult. I think she's doing exactly what everybody else is doing, and that's okay for her. I just think we don't know her. So.
No, we don't. We don't know her. And then going back to what you're saying about R&B, it's really not pushed.
It's not, though.
I'm following this page on Instagram, and it's crazy how they just keep posting all of these old songs, all
Oh,
of
you
this stuff.
talking about
Hip hop 2000, something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, that,
those
yeah.
high class, whatever, all
Yeah.
of those. And it's just giving me such nostalgia. And I'm like, what happened to the Avants of the
But
world?
it's also the
Ooh.
artists too, because like when they what they singing about,
It's sad.
stupid stuff. Is more so like singing about drugs and sex instead of singing about love and like telling a story, like a real story. Like you could like connect with it. Like these older R&B artists, you could like connect with every
That's
freaking
so
Yeah.
true
song.
because Avant
Mm.
had me stressed
Yeah.
over 4 minutes.
Yo, you
Four
feel me?
minutes.
I'm like, Dad, he only got 4 minutes.
You know what I was just
Hurry
listening? You know what I was just listening to? Like literally 3 days ago, I was listening to "Can't Help But Wait" by Trey Songz,
Oh,
and I'm like,
that
what
shit
happened to
fire.
begging music? What happened to when men used to be on some "I Can't
Yeah.
Help But
Grabbing
Wait," like,
air.
grabbing air,
Yeah.
doing tell me what you want. Like I don't want to get us demonetized, but I'm just saying, like there used to be "Don't Go, Don't Leave
Right.
Me." It used to be
Now it's like,
"No
screw
More
you, I'm gonna get the
Pride." I'm
next
in
one.
love,
Right,
you know,
yeah,
and that
oh.
used to bring us to
Outside your
love.
window with a boombox.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
throwing
was just
rocks
about
at
to
the
say
window,
that.
type singing. Yo, that's the old school.
It's like, but remember, that's why there was a lot of love. And remember, even in the clubs, there was a slow jam sex moment in the club.
You know,
You should remember that.
when we were
Howard.
younger, once you leave and they start playing the
They
slow
start playing the
song.
slow song. Then you start getting it in.
Because that by then, the person you've been dancing with the whole entire
That's
club,
the
they
guy
trying to
you
set
were
the
the
mood.
person-
They
yeah.
trying to set the.
They trying
The
to lock
DJ
it in.
knew it was time to set the closer so y'all can leave
Yeah.
together.
Start playing the slow
Play
song.
the
I'm
R.
like,
Kelly feeling
Got a
on
little
your
tipsy, now
booty.
y'all looking
Not
at each
R.
other's
Kelly.
eyes and shit.
But listen, I don't want to hear not R. Kelly. Feeling on your booty was the closer. That was the song that
Well,
used to be
I'm not
played in
that
the
low.
club.
Marion
I
too
don't
was
think
hit
that's
too.
me.
Yeah.
Oh, that old song
yes,
and the dancing in
yes.
the rain and shit.
Yeah, and then Icebox. We don't
Ray
give
J,
Omarion
Ray J,
enough.
Ray J too, Ray J, I like
Ray J. Oh, One Wish.
One Wish was
Oh my
fire.
God. But it's like there used to be songs that promoted, going back to our original conversation with Ashanti, there used to also be songs that promoted love, staying
marriage,
together.
staying together.
Oh my God. What's that song by Jagged Edge? I just want to get married. Meet me
Oh,
at
yeah,
the
that
altar.
shit-
Like there used to
fire,
be
too.
songs like that encourage unity
Yeah.
and love. And I guess I still don't like that video. It was very problematic. But it just was like at the end of the day, there was something that encouraged it. And with Chloe and stuff, I felt like with their voices, they could have probably, and with their association to Beyonce, I felt like they could have probably been the ones to pioneer like a R&B, a Soulful Sisters, SWV type vibe. And like Escape type vibe and Vogue, because they're, oh my God, their talent is amazing. They could hit runs like no other. So why are you wasting it with booty so big? Lord have mercy. I'm like, why are we wasting this? I don't want this quick pop hit. I want you to give me something iconic with this beautiful ass voice.
I feel like it just runs in the marriage with Jay-Z and Beyonce. Like they don't know how to promote artists in the right way. Like they just only want to do it for money, or like it's just like I just don't like Jay-Z the way he does business. But I like him as a I like
You don't like Jay-Z the way you do business?
No, I don't like his business.
You mean business with
What?
artists?
Yeah, business
All
for
right.
artists.
Okay, I'm about to say, wait, business. This man done flipped the.
He does business on a soccer team.
Yeah, I just like
But
Barclays.
what I will say is
Basketball.
Chloe Bailey and Haley Bailey's song "Do It."
That was cute.
That was cute, and they should have rode
Rolled
that wave
that.
because
How old are they?
They're like
They're
in
like-
their early 20s.
I
No,
think
not
they're like
even-
26, 24 now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're not that
Mid-20s.
Yeah, mid-20s. Yeah.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not popular enough to.
Like,
So
if I see them,
that's
probably,
why,
I've
in my
never
opinion,
really-
that's why the album flopped. It's not popular. It's not.
I think you're
it's not
right.
right enough. It's not the time
I
to
think
put out
you're
an
right,
album.
though.
Don't nobody.
Not
know
a
you.
solo. Yeah, you
Yeah.
should have really stuck.
Nobody knows
Why
you.
does
Like
everybody
an
wanna
EP, like is with 4 songs.
Right.
Yeah.
EP.
But not like an album.
Not an
Nah,
album.
nah.
Why does everybody want to go solo so damn bad? Sometimes
Because
being
they
with a
want all
group
the
gets you
money
the bag.
themselves, that's why.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a different
They
one.
want all the
but-
spotlight on them.
But once again, Chloe, I guess we wish you all the luck. I don't know if she will ever watch this podcast, but at the end of the day, I just want some artists or somebody to just push love music. Again, these kids need something, and I sound so old just saying that. These kids need something. These kids need something that brings back that.
My
that
boy,
I
my
love
boy
you.
Cash Giuliano, he's pushing that.
Okay,
Yeah,
go
shout
ahead,
out to you,
promote.
bro. He's definitely pushing his little R&B, and he killing it.
Mhm. Well, I guess
gotta put y'all on. We gotta have him as a guest on the show too.
pitch
He's
it to
dope.
our
He's dope.
amazing producer.
I definitely will.